Hi there, I'm Hilary, and this is a Learn Through Listening podcast. We focus on helping you to speak English fluently by listening to lots of things, including interesting news stories. It's much better than learning English by looking at a grammar book, isn't it? And today we have some great news stories from the UK. Listening to these will help you grow your vocabulary, and your brain will get to practice English while you enjoy listening to the news stories. Imagine you wake up and pull back your curtains. Instead of the usual grey winter's morning in Britain, the world is pink. And not just a tiny bit pink, but a soft, rosy pink. Not quite the colour of bubblegum. Well, that's exactly what happened this week across places like Oxfordshire and Northern England. People woke up to find a blanket of pink fog covering the land. Now, you might think that this was a scene from a sci-fi movie or a strange chemical accident, but it was neither of those things. It was actually just simple physics and weather. So why did parts of the UK experience a pink fog last week? It was a combination of weather conditions. There was fog, F-O-G, which means lots of water droplets suspended in the air. And this happened at the same time as a sunrise, which gave off a very pink light. Dr. Claire Ryder, Associate Professor at the University of Reading, said the effect was unusual and that several conditions had to be perfect for the pink colour of the sky to happen. She said, this effect is caused by a reddish sunrise being filtered through the fog. The sunlight produces the red light, removing the bluer colours, then small droplets of fog scatter the light more, dimming the effect and leaving a pink glow. She also said it's quite interesting and rare. You need the fog at exactly the time of sunrise and for the fog to be the perfect thickness for this to happen. While this pink world looked wonderful, it was also a bit of a hazard. The Met Office, the people who provide our weather information in the UK, issued a warning because visibility was so poor. Visibility means how far you can see clearly. For example, on a rainy day, poor visibility may make it difficult for drivers to see the car in front of them. So this pink fog was beautiful, but difficult to drive in. Listening to stories like these helps pieces of English language stick in your brain. If you find this helpful and you want to take your English language learning further, please visit our website adeptenglish.com. We have a great course called Activate Your Listening, which helps you move from just understanding English to actually speaking it. It gets those words out of your head and into your mouth. And if you'd like more material like this, we do have a paid subscription service, which means that we can bring you even more great English language learning material. It's interesting though. Many of us spend so much time on our phone screens that we may have missed something like pink fog. A new report this week from the UK government's Ofcom gave us the shocking news that people in the UK spend on average 4.5 hours a day online. That's quite bad in itself. But maybe it reflects our world where you can't really get anything done unless you're online, and quite possibly on a phone screen. And this was just phone time. Many of us spend long hours on laptops and desktops during our working day, as well as this. Also in this report, Britons now spend around half their online time on platforms, that's just another word for websites or apps, on platforms owned by just two companies, Meta and Google. Apparently, the parent company of YouTube and Google is called Alphabet, and Meta itself owns Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp. So apparently, these apps accounted for almost half the time that Britain spent online this year. That's 51% of our time spent on a platform owned by either Meta or Google. That's a bit of a monopoly, isn't it? So 100,000 people were asked, and 99% of them used at least one Google platform, and 97% used one of Meta's platforms. This was across a month period and consistent across all age groups. And the most popular platforms, you guessed it, YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. And guess what? 90% of the adults in the UK use WhatsApp. This total control, total monopoly by tech companies is something that the UK government is concerned about and now watching closely. They want to make sure there is competition. Imagine a high street which only has 2 massive shops. It's hard for any small creative business to survive, and that's not good for customers either. Not good for you and me. The government wants to change the rules to make the digital world fairer for everyone. I think we all feel screen fatigue sometimes when our eyes are tired from looking too long. And what we probably need is to get our eyes off our phones and back onto the real world. We might, for example, go looking for carrots. It's said that they help you see in the dark. That's carrot, C-A-R-R-O-T. This one is a very British story. One of our biggest supermarkets, Morrison's, is giving away thousands of free carrots this week. In fact, they estimate 27 tons of free carrots. They're calling them reindeer carrots. In the UK, on Christmas Eve, which is the 24th of December, children often leave a treat out for Father Christmas, like a mince pie or a glass of port. But we can't forget the reindeer. So children often leave a carrot out for Rudolph. Because things are expensive lately, Morrison's supermarket are giving away carrots for free to keep that bit of magic alive for families. It's likely that many of these carrots will end up in people's Christmas dinners on the 25th of December. Rudolph doesn't actually eat them all. So that's good. A healthy part of the traditional Christmas dinner. Good old Morrison's. Of course, kindness is about more than free carrots. Have you heard of the Tree of Kindness? This is a wonderful initiative in London. An initiative? That's a new plan or project designed to solve a problem. And the Tree of Kindness is organised by Scottish homelessness charity Social Bite. Homelessness is when someone has no permanent place to live, and many people sleep on the streets of London. That's a horrific situation for anyone to be in, but plenty of people are. And it's particularly hard at this time of year when the weather is freezing and people are enjoying Christmas. So the Tree of Kindness is a Christmas tree that stands outside Charing Cross Station in London. And it's a collection point, meaning people can donate or give to charity. They can donate warm coats, sleeping bags, scarves and blankets. People passing by can check the wish list to make sure that the items they give really are needed and what they donate is therefore useful. So they are items most needed by people living without a home. That may include many essentials for daily life like toiletries. That means anyone going to Charing Cross Station can take part, whether you're a busy London commuter or a visitor to the city. By picking an item from the wish list, buying it and leaving it at the tree, donors, that's people who give, can directly support someone in need. Apparently the response has been amazing. People are even queuing. That's Q-U-E-U-E. That's the British word for standing in line. People are queuing to leave warm clothes and scarves, or a small gift for someone they don't know who's homeless. The idea behind this Tree of Kindness reminds us that beyond the government debate and social challenges, kindness can be direct and meaningful. London can be seen as a large metropolis, fast-paced and uncaring, impersonal. So this is an opportunity for the people of London to reconnect with generosity and a sense of kindness. As I like to say, kindness makes the world go round. So we've looked at 4 great news stories today: pink fog in Oxfordshire, reindeer carrots, what our online usage says about us, and the Tree of Kindness in London. These stories give you excellent vocabulary and give you lots to practice talking about in English. Happy Christmas and happy listening.